Yummy! My name is Zoe, I am the Tipsy Psychic, and today I'm going to do a book review. I'm going to talk about Wicca by Harmony Nice. Do you watch Harmony Nice? Because if you don't, then you should. Her channel is so awesome. She is another YouTuber who talks about witchcraft and divination and all that stuff, and her aesthetics are amazing. She's also an Instagram person as well, so definitely check her out. I've always loved her channel. I have watched it for quite some time now, and she's definitely very inspirational and very knowledgeable. And so, was I surprised when she came out with a book? Honestly, no. I want to give you guys a real upfront review about my thoughts on this book. So I don't practice Wicca and I don't follow the Wiccan faith, but I do agree with a lot of their values. I do feel like this book goes into even more than just the religion itself. It talks about things that are covered in a lot of different pagan belief systems, and it talks about other things like astrology and different types of magical tools, different herbs you can use, crystals. This book is beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. It is so gorgeous. Do you see this font? This font right here? I have always loved Harmony Nice's aesthetics. If you go to her channel, you'll understand what I mean. Her thumbnails, the way she dresses, she has done modeling, and she has like all these beautiful backgrounds and backdrops with all of her witchcraft objects, and she just really does a good job with her aesthetics, and she's very creative and artistic, and I love the cover. Love it. It just really looks like her. Speaking of the devil, that's her right there. I like that it's hardcover. It's the kind of book that I would like to display on my shelf. I also want to mention that there's nice paper. So I don't like Kindle. I use it because it's cheaper from time to time, but if I'm holding a book, if I can smell its pages, yes, I'm one of those people, then I'm super happy. So this, I love the pages, I love the quality, I like how sturdy it is. It's just gonna be so nice over the years on my shelf. It's very well laid out. You have it divided into parts, and I love how the designs go into the book as well. So she illustrates things beautifully. There's little illustrations like this one throughout, and okay. I love the writing of this book. I think it's so well written. A creative person doesn't have to be the best at everything. Like, I know I certainly wouldn't be the best writer if I had to write my own book. I don't think I do a great job at it. I think Harmony Nice did a really good job. I think it's the kind of writing that is just very straightforward. It sounds a lot like her when she talks, and when she speaks to her viewers, you can just tell like it's her. You can feel her typing this out when you're reading it. I do like that it covers such a wide variety of topics when it comes to the contents of the book. I would say this is a great book for beginners, people who are first being introduced to Wicca, or people who are just getting into it. It covers a lot of the same stuff a lot of other books cover for beginners, but what I really like about it is it covers so many topics that I think it could work for people who are intermediate, or even people who are advanced but just want to brush up on the basics. She even has a whole page here or two just with the Wiccan read on it. She talks about the threefold law. She talks about the importance of free will. So these are very basic values, core values of Wicca. And what I really enjoyed about this book was how relatable her story was. I felt like this was more than just a beginner's book on Wicca. This was more about her learnings, her teachings, almost like you were kind of reading a book of shadows of hers. She talks about, very openly about her struggle with mental health and what Wicca did for her, like how it got her out of her dark times, and how having these set values really helps pull her out of those messy moments and those ups and downs, and how she really reached a low point, but how Wicca really helped her get through it. And I think a lot of religions do that to people. They start to believe in something and they kind of figure out their values and what they want to live by, and it helps them out. It helps them through the hard times. And it was just really nice to hear about like how that happened for her and how she really got into Wicca. I felt like we got a good dose of Harmony Nice in this book. And at the same time, we were very informed about Wicca and about the different aspects of the religion. What I really liked also that I haven't found in any of the other books that I've read was how she talks about the internet. I mean, Harmony Nice is a YouTube guru, right? She's on the internet stuff. She really talks about how using social media and the internet to spread word and to talk about Wicca and to destigmatize it in a way, and also about reaching out to different communities, different pagan communities, and how the internet can help with that. She does a very good job to incorporate social media into this book and how powerful it is and how helpful it might be for the Wiccan community. And I like that a lot. She also talks a little bit about veganism, or being vegetarian, why a lot of Wiccans decide to be vegans or vegetarians, why she chose to do something like that with her diet. In no way does she force it upon us to be vegan or, you know, start lecturing us on it, but she talks about why she chose to do it and why other Wiccans choose to do it, why they don't want to eat meat. And I haven't read a lot of books that are like that talk about that aspect of it. So that's really cool. A large portion of this book is dedicated to the Wiccan holidays and the Wheel of the Year. So, you know, Yule, Imbolc, Ostara, Beltane, Litha, and the others. And I love the illustration here. And then she goes really into depth about them, surprisingly. Like, not depth. She talks about what it is, how to celebrate it, different activities people do to celebrate it, different altar ideas, different foods and drinks, and crystals and herbs and incense associated with these holidays. And I think that is fantastic because in a lot of beginner books, you only really get like little bits and pieces, maybe even none at all, about the Wheel of the Year and what they mean. Either you get too much or too little, and I feel like she found a really good balance to give beginners just what they needed to get started with celebrating these holidays. Obviously they can learn more in another book or look it up or whatever, but and I know she makes some excellent videos about how to celebrate Imbolc and all the other holidays. And she also talks about the moons and what they mean every month and the importance of those and moon magic. She also touches upon coming out of the broom closet, and there's not enough information out there about this. So I made a video earlier this year about coming out of the broom closet. A lot of people feel stuck in the broom closet, and if you're out there and you're in the broom closet, my heart goes out to you. Know that you can still practice magic, you can still believe in whatever you want to believe, you can still be a witch, but there is a lot in here that is really informative for people who want to come out of the broom closet. And there's a lot of times when it's just safer for people to practice their faith to themselves, like if they're in a really religious household, or if they're in a place where they're not comfortable being who they are or not accepted. It can be scary and it can be difficult, but not to give up on your path. And this book really goes into a lot of ways on how to troubleshoot those situations. One of my favorite chapters was for city Wiccans. So although I'm not a Wiccan, I could easily use this for my witchcraft practices. It talks about different situations that may affect you as a Wiccan, like not having a garden, or the polluted air in the city, or just living in a really small space like an apartment. Her story was so inspiring, and she really sheds a positive light on the Wiccan community. There's a lot of misconceptions and negativity out there, and I just think she did a really good job at showing how helpful it was on her path and like how it can benefit other people and how they can practice, and it was just a really good introduction to Wicca. I love her honesty and the clarity of her writing. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like this video. Feel free to check out hers. I'll make sure I link it somewhere. Don't forget to buy this book. I'll also link that below so you can get your own copy. Let me know if you've read this book in the comments section below, or if you have any questions, or if there are any books that you recommend to me that I should review. All right, bye-bye now.